What's poppin', everybody, and welcome back to the brand new episode of Murder on the Orient Express by Hercule Poirot, or Agatha Christie, because she's the writer of this story. We're back on the train where we stopped the last time. If you haven't watched the previous episode, please go watch it so you'll understand what is happening in this one. But if you haven't watched it, I will give you a long story short, which now we have to see because the watch on the ratchet, or I'm not sure what his name is really, like something with K, I'm not quite sure. It doesn't matter. The watch on the Ratchet's hand was basically destroyed at 1:15 a.m. But if we look at the time zones, then we realize that it was actually 12:15 a.m. So now all the alibis we had before that some people weren't able to see it because of 12:15 a.m. For example, I can't remember his name, but the guy who's sitting in the hall, who's basically a security or a guard at night, the murder happened at 12:15 a.m. by this time. So his alibi is not convincing because he could have seen the murderer. Bunch of stuff now is different because we realized that the murder happened at 12:15 a.m. and not 1:15 a.m., which is a crazy difference to everything because now we have totally different alibis which are not basically compatible or not valid with the story they said. So we have to now talk to the passengers, see what they have to say, see how are they doing, and see, well, the new alibis or the new stuff they want to say. So we have to ask every single person a question.
Monsieur Foscarelli, I would like to ask you a few questions, if you allow me.
Ah, Signore Poirot, is it? I was wondering when you'd get around to me. Unfortunately, you find me on a mission of mercy.
Hello, Monsieur Poirot. Sorry, we have a small problem. The orange juicer has broken down and I can't fix it. Mr. Foscarelli has kindly offered to help me.
It isn't the car engine, but I am doing my best.
Even with the two of us, we can't manage.
Let me guess. You call upon Poirot to help.
I'd be happy to answer
That's
your
what's
questions.
up, bro. Poirot outside doing that stuff. Okay, repair the orange juicer. So, let's see what we could do. Here, maybe here. No, here, no. I mean, we need probably here one. We do two? No. That makes sense. No. Okay, so this has to be there.
Voila.
Beautiful. Okay, that was easy. Nice. We did it. Now you can make the orange juice, bro. We have everything sold, brother.
Thank you so much, Monsieur Poirot. I can put orange juice back on the menu.
No problem. Anytime. So,
Bravo! I should stick to automobiles.
Now,
I love his accent. That's funny as
Monsieur
flip.
Foscarelli, is it?
Antonio Foscarelli, delighted, Monsieur Poirot.
You have, of course, heard about Ratchet's murder last night.
Oh, naturally. It is all anyone is talking about.
The Armstrong
Have you
affair?
been to the United States?
Yes, it has been a primary market for our cars for the last 10 years.
You remember the Armstrong case?
Armstrong? The name, yes? It was a little girl, a baby, was it not?
Yes, a very tragic affair. Did you know that Cassetti, the killer, was
Cassetti.
actually Ratchet?
Oh, no, then he deserved to die. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Sus. Sus. A little bit sus, though, to be
On
honest.
the night of the murder.
I went to bed right after dinner, but I slept very badly. My roommate, Mr. Masterman, had a toothache. Oh, he moaned all night. It woke me up several times.
Did you hear anything?
Was it just a toothache, though?
No, nothing that I can think of.
Jesus Christ, that's
Stayed in
funny.
bed all night.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Foscarelli.
I'm sorry I couldn't help more, Signore. I remain
Signore.
at your disposal if you should need me.
Okay, that's really funny. I love him. Okay, let's proceed further. We need to see who had the handkerchief.
Enchanté, mademoiselle. You are Hildegard Schmidt?
I am, jawohl. And you, I know, are Herr Poirot.
Correct. May I ask you for a few minutes of your time to answer a few questions?
With pleasure, but first may I ask for your
For
help?
Babushka, right?
Why does this not surprise me?
I don't know.
I am at your service, Fraulein.
My mistress, Princess Dragomirov, has asked me to open this traditional Matryoshka doll.
Babushka, not Matryoshka. I think it's Babushka. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Experience. Each Russian nesting doll simply pulls apart to reveal the next one inside.
Indeed. Yet try it for yourself.
As you wish.
Ah, you are a gentleman.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Nice. What is missing though? Uh-huh. Do I have to do this to every single one of them? Oh. Well, this seems like a complete thing to me, though, to be honest. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. It has to be all the same? Or all different ones? No. I'm not quite sure. Aha. So pink, red, purple, blue. Okay, wow. Obviously, I've never thought about it though. What do I do now? Oh. Damn! Why did I have to do these puzzles? Bro, just let me do my thing. 2 times there, 1 time there. Purple there. Oh, it has to be all at once. No? I'm tripping? Pink. Then 1 times down. I would kill somebody, I swear to God. Finally!
The inscription reads, "To my dearest friend."
Ah, thank you very much.
Oh,
Reminds her of her
goodness
youth. It
gracious.
was very hard under the
My
Soviet
brain
rule, but
is
thanks to her
braining.
strength of will, she rose to be the head of a museum of antiquities in St. Petersburg. Even though she now lives in Berlin, it is said that the Kremlin still fears her.
She must be a formidable woman indeed. You are her maid?
I am her companion. I help her in her daily tasks, and I keep her company.
Ah, Forgive me. You will have heard of Ratchet's murder last night.
Yes, of course. Everyone is talking about it.
Alibi?
Can you tell me how you occupied your time last night?
Just after we left Istanbul, I had tea with my roommate, Fräulein Locke. I went to dinner with the princess, and when I returned to my compartment, Fräulein Locke was already asleep. A little later, Herr Michel, the conductor, came to get me because Madame la Princesse needed my help. Her back troubles her. I massaged her for about an hour.
Do you remember the time?
I'm sorry, I do not, mein Herr.
Have you lost a handkerchief embroidered with an H, madame?
Oh, no, monsieur.
I thought perhaps since your first name is Hildegard.
It is not mine, I tell you. I could not afford something so nice. I have no idea who it belongs to.
My apologies, I did not mean to alarm you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Answering my questions, madame.
Well, nothing specific, just your like why so much trouble about this babushka? I have a babushka at home though. I can show you guys, but I'm really bored to go there to my living room and then come back because it's gonna take time. But I guess there's a difference between babushka and this thing because it's not the same how you open it. That's also really interesting though, to be honest. But this guy should be... Oh.
Monsieur, I am Hercule.
I know who you are, Monsieur Poirot. What do you want?
Answers to a simple question or two.
All right, but quickly. My wife is quite ill. I would like to stay by her side.
I promise. First of all, I imagine you know about the murder.
Of course. The Countess is terribly distressed.
Your full name?
Rodolphe Adreny.
Your home is?
Budapest.
And how do you come to be aboard the Orient Express?
I am a Hungarian diplomat. My family has represented our homeland since the revolution from the Soviet Union in 1956. I was on my country's business in Istanbul. Business which I cannot discuss.
And your wife often accompanies you on your diplomatic missions?
Yes, and why not? Was there anything else you wanted to know?
Okay. He's Hungarian. Diplomat. 34. Excuse me? Okay.
My little gray cells did not
Let me down. Yes, sir. Gray cells always there. Alibi?
Can you tell me how you spent last night?
I was in our compartment with my wife. She went to bed early. I played a video game on my phone. Around 11 o'clock in the evening, my wife woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. She took a sleeping pill. As for me, I went to bed soon after that and slept straight through until morning.
Do you see how let's say 90% of the people are taking sleeping pills? That's crazy where this world just gets, bro. I haven't taken a sleeping pill in my life. Like, never. Like, why would I do that? Like, sleeping pill? Are you freaking crazy?
Have you ever been to the United States?
I was posted to the Hungarian embassy in Washington for a year.
You knew perhaps the Armstrong family.
Armstrong? Armstrong. It is difficult to recall. One meets so many people.
It was the kidnapping of a child, a very sad affair. The culprit was the man on this train who called himself Ratchet, the one who was murdered last night.
Indeed. It sounds like justice finally caught up with him.
Thank you for your time. Now, I'd like to speak to your wife, if you don't mind.
It's impossible. As I told you, my wife is very ill. Thank you, and good luck with the investigation.
Interesting.
Eh bien, the good count does not appear to want me to talk to his wife. Monsieur, if I am to catch this murderer, I will need your help.
My help? I am at your service, Poirot.
You are obviously a devoted husband, Count Andreny.
My wife means the world to me. There were questions in Budapest about a Hungarian diplomat
marrying an American woman.
It did not deter you.
I would have given up my position for her. I would think it is universal. Are you married, Mr. Poirot?
No, I fear marriage is not for me.
Okay, yeah.
But her condition, is it very grave?
She is suffering a bout of vertigo. You understand? The room spins.
If you allowed me, perhaps I could come in and see if I can help your wife.
Are you a doctor? I thought you were a detective.
We have much in common, do you not think? We both try to find solutions to mysteries.
Then I won't keep you from the mystery you are undoubtedly more qualified to solve.
Flip! I'm gonna knock again.
Monsieur,
My help?
you...
My work?
It...
I would think it.
No.
She is.
I think Dr. Constantine could help your wife.
There is a doctor on this train? I did not know. Where is this doctor?
I think Dr. Constantine is in the lounge car. If not, perhaps the conductor can tell you where he is.
Very well. I will find him. Thank you very much.
Now I can go and speak to his wife while he's there.
Forgive me for intruding, madame. I am Hercule Poirot.
I know who you are, Mr. Poirot. I overheard you send my husband on a wild goose chase.
Your husband cares for you greatly, madame. I apologize for exploiting that fact. But the situation is urgent, and I need to ask you a few questions.
Apology accepted. I realize you must speak to everyone. This horrendous murder.
Yeah, I see you're really upset
That
about
is
it.
A beautiful music box.
Please don't touch the music box. It's a fragile family heirloom.
Your accent, is it American? Boston, perhaps?
You have a good ear, Mr. Poirot. Yes.
Damn.
Born and raised in what we call the Back Bay.
Are you in the diplomatic service like your husband?
No, not officially. I was still in college when I met Rudy 2 years ago. I keep myself busy handling his scheduling, travel, appointments.
Ah, what is this saying?
Yeah.
Man,
That's what's up, Hercule Poirot. You know the drill. You know the
Today,
drill.
one might reverse the sentiment as well, don't you think?
Of course, I stand corrected.
Okay, nationality is gonna be American. She's no profession, or could be diplomat. I'm not quite sure. Let's say she's 39. No, 21? 21, damn. I can't really see the ages. I'm freaking dumb with ages though.
Let me down.
Okay.
A
Handkerchief.
handkerchief embroidered with an H was found at the crime scene. By any chance, does your first name begin with an H?
No, my first name is Elena, with an E.
Okay, alibi.
You tell me what you did last night.
Well, my husband and I went to dinner. Then we came back here. We went to bed around 10 o'clock. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't, because of the shaking of the train. I suffer from vertigo. I finally took a sleeping pill, and that did the trick.
When did the train's motion prevent you from sleeping?
Between midnight and 2 a.m. I know because I must have looked at my watch about 10 times.
I see.
Okay, confrontation. We went back to our compartment and we were in bed by 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock?
She may be telling the truth, but I cannot be certain.
Okay. Between midnight and 2 o'clock I tried to sleep, but I couldn't because of the shaking of the train. Imperial and fell asleep after 2 o'clock. Could that be a case?
No.
No. This one?
Come
Nice.
now, Countess. You are not telling me the truth.
Why do you say that?
Train stopped.
The train stopped at 12:30 a.m. due to snow. So there was no shaking of the train. But you told me that it was the shaking that prevented you from sleeping.
I don't know, you're confusing me. My vertigo.
Madame, A man died last night. You can't talk nonsense just because you're sick. You are hiding something from me.
How dare you? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to find my husband.
Okay, damn. Crazy.
That was unkind, I know, but my strategy worked. I can now inspect this room in peace.
Nice! Quelque part! Whoa! Ladies and gentlemen.
These must be the sleeping pills that Countess Andreni took last night.
Well, it's the same one that the guy took. Ooh. I love this. Is this marble? I think it's marble, but it looks freaking amazing. Great Gatsby. Damn. Okay. The music box.
There seems to be something missing here.
No, nothing. Interesting.
It's closed.
Huh. And it's a music box though. How do I play though?
It's closed.
Oof. I'm not quite sure. Rose, leaf, bird. I mean, I got that, but it was just a matter of like rose, leaf, and a bird. So yeah, I was just like, what is the case? Like you do it, but sure. I didn't really think about it. Rose, leaf, bird. Okay. Now we have the lever. Cool, thank you. Or handle, crank handle. And you put it here. And then we spin it. Nothing? Okay, so it has to do something with the melody and the way the girl dances. So I'm assuming you have to put it... The sun has to go here. Well, let's try that though. So the star has to go one full circle, I assume, right? Oh, the star went there. Damn. Ooh, that might be the case, but I was a little bit too harsh on it. Is it possible to go backwards? No. That should be the case. If not, then I don't know what to do. What? How am I supposed to know that? I thought it's the star is here, the melody is here, this one is there, here the sun, Here, the middle one. I did it perfectly, and I'm not sure why it's not working though. It did open something, but I guess I was a little bit too crazy with it. So 30, 30, 30. I'm not sure how they do that, but I'll try. That should be, yeah, okay. Then you have to do this. Okay, now I have it. Now I have it. Okay, I was a little bit too fast. And a pendant.
An engraving written in, I believe, Russian
Cyrillic.
It looks like a first name. An engraved for my beautiful young ladies, Helena
And Sonia with an H.
Helena with an H. It's Countess Andreni with an older girl.
Yeah.
Poirot! Have you no shame?
Monsieur, I am afraid shame is not a very helpful emotion for a detective trying to get at the truth.
What are you doing in our compartment?
I am investigating a murder, Count Andreni.
My wife is ill.
My apologies, monsieur, but your wife seemed in perfect health when she left the room to find you. I do apologize, but I needed to search your compartment.
You will regret this, Poirot.
Please, Count. You aren't going to challenge a duel, are you? Countess, I'm afraid I took the liberty of inspecting your little music box.
How dare you?
The message in the medallion was addressed to you and Sonia. Sonia Armstrong, your older sister,
The mother of Daisy.
the murdered child.
I am a Hungarian diplomat. You have no official standing here. You have no right to search.
No, Rudolph. Let me speak. It's useless to deny what this gentleman says. I am Helena Goldenberg.
Helena, not Elena. You stupid.
The music box is a gift from my sister's godmother, a very close friend to my mother. We hid the truth from you when we learned that the man killed last night was the person who destroyed my family. I panicked. I didn't want to be accused.
That is also why you lied about the H in your first name?
Exactly. Your ferreting about looking for the H is obviously part of your investigation.
If I found a handkerchief in Monsieur Ratchet's room embroidered with an H, I might suspect you had been there.
A handkerchief? I don't have any handkerchiefs embroidered with my initial. To be honest, that sounds awfully old-fashioned to me.
I give you my word of honor that last night, Helena never left her compartment. My wife is telling you the truth, Poirot.
I hope so. I'll let you rest. The matter of the H on the handkerchief still needs clearing up. But first, I should check the inscription on the back of the medallion.
Yeah, the Russian one. How do you do that though? How do I check the? Okay. Well, it seems like an age or could be. There should be an A. Should be a T. This should be an A. But a smaller one. Natalia, right? Bingo.
No.
What?
Not good. Natalia. Would it be
Natalia Dragomirov.
She
Yeah.
is the only Russian passenger on the train. In addition, her first name begins with an H in Cyrillic.
True.
It was easy.
Damn. Damn, Dragomirov. Princess, I'm coming for you, princess. Room 107. And we have no info on her either, so that's just a perfecto opportunity for Hakupochacho. Everybody, let's go. Natalia Dagomichov, we are for you, bro. You cannot hide. You're too good for you. 107, if I'm not mistaken. Bingo. Knock, knock.
I am not prepared to receive anyone. Come back later.
I'm sorry, madame, but a man has been murdered. I must ask you a few questions.
You must have misunderstood me. I cannot speak to you just now.
Madame, I know that Sonia Armstrong is your goddaughter.
Come in, please.
What the heck? Sure.
Please forgive my intrusion, madame, but I really must ask you some questions.
Then ask. I'll answer if it pleases me.
We have not been properly introduced, yet I have observed her a couple of times, so I can already deduce some things about her.
Russian politics. Could be 85. Maybe that's too harsh. 51.
Noted. I do
No.
That's the right answer. This is wrong, but I never.
She's Russian. Ah.
I must admit, I'm not.
Director of a museum. Okay. I didn't realize that she was director. I thought she's the princess.
I will first ask you about last night. Will you tell me your movements?
I went to bed just after dinner. I read until 11, then tried to sleep. Later I woke.
What caused you to awaken?
I suffered from back pain, a consequence of old age interfering with an active life. I called Schmidt around 12:45 a.m. to give me a massage. She did so until I fell asleep.
How long was she with you?
A good hour, I would say.
I see.
She.
The first initial of your first name, Natalia, in the Cyrillic alphabet looks exactly like the letter H in the Latin alphabet.
I'm Russian, Monsieur Poirot, and I was the head of a museum of antiquities in St. Petersburg for decades, until I moved to Berlin recently. I'm familiar with Cyrillic.
Okay, that's funny.
This handkerchief is yours, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. I lost it.
It was found in Monsieur Ratchet's room. Can you explain to me why Madame Schmidt didn't identify the handkerchief? She must have known it was yours.
Possibly to protect me. She is very loyal. Your next question will be, how did my handkerchief come to be lying by a murdered man's body? My reply to that is that I have no idea.
That is not an answer.
All I am able to give you.
Launcher case.
I must tell you, Princess Dragomirov, I have discovered something astonishing.
And that is?
You are Sonia Armstrong's godmother.
You make that sound like a revelation. I have never hidden the fact, monsieur.
You knew Colonel Armstrong well, then?
I knew him slightly, but his wife, Sonia Armstrong, was my goddaughter. I was on terms of friendship with her mother, the actress Linda Arden. Linda Arden was a genius, one of the greatest tragic actresses in the world. I was not only an admirer of her art, I was a personal friend.
Very well. But this links you to the Armstrong kidnapping case.
It does.
Helena Andreni is the sister of Sonia Armstrong, the late mother of Daisy Armstrong, kidnapped and killed by the man who was murdered on this train, Ratchet.
Indeed. Was it he? Then justice has at last been served.
Allow me to summarize.
Do I have a choice?
First coincidence, I shall call it. You are close to the Armstrong family, and the presumed
Facts.
assassin of Daisy Armstrong was killed while you were on board the same train. Second coincidence. Your handkerchief happens to be found at the foot of the victim's bed. Third coincidence. One of the stab wounds inflicted on the body was by a left-handed person. You are left-handed. That is a lot of...
Bro, he destroyed her completely. This is so accurate. What the heck?
If you report to the police your coincidences, they will laugh. A woman of my age and frailty has violently murdered a man? With how many potential witnesses who saw me doddering along the corridor in the middle of the night like Lady Macbeth?
You are right, Princess. You could not work alone, which means you have one or more accomplices. And it is only a matter of time before I find out who they are.
I would appreciate it if you would remove yourself from my room and take your fantasies with you.
Of course. No problem. Oh, he has a... Okay. She has a parrot. That's funny. Okay. Interesting. Really interesting. Is that it? Cross-checking new alibis. That's crazy. Well, matching... Was it them too? No.
That is not a good answer.
Well, this and this are for sure. So it has to be him and him then. Yeah, okay, beautiful.
That was easy.
That was easy. Let's go. We got it all done. Well, most of it. Ask for new passengers left for check the alibis.
Oh, Poirot,
Book.
you're there. She hasn't moved, but she seems to be waking up little by little. What about you? Your investigation progresses?
I find myself helping everyone with their problems before they can help me with mine. I have shifted property, helped with hangover,
Yeah, exactly, it was that way though.
orange juicer,
I like some Russian dolls.
Also, my investigation can proceed.
Don't forget the dessert recipe.
How can I?
That's funny, bro. Book is gaslighting Poirot. That's
Out of
funny.
Orient stables. Yet, I have managed to solve a few mysteries.
Oh, tell me everything.
Handkerchief.
Embroidered handkerchief belongs to Princess Dragomirov. I also found out that she was Sonia Armstrong's godmother.
On the same train with the little girl's murderer?
Exactly. Also, Elena Andreni is the younger sister of Sonia Armstrong, Daisy's mother.
Another passenger connected to the Armstrong case?
Yes.
Yeah.
What are the odds, do you think? But I cannot see either woman stabbing Ratchet over and over again in a frenzy. And they apparently have alibis.
Broken watch too, so for the
I
time.
had 3 theories concerning the broken watch. It could have been tampered with. It could have been out of adjustment before the murder. Or, of course, it could indicate the actual time of the murder. The only hypothesis I could rule out was that the watch was out of adjustment. For the others, they are impossible to verify. So the watch is of little use to the investigation.
And I was convinced that it indicated the time of the crime. 2 women involved in the Armstrong case.
Let us not forget our patient here. There are 3 women.
Look, she seems to be waking up.
Okay, can we talk to her again?
What's happening to me? Did I fall asleep again?
Indeed, Mademoiselle Locke.
Indeed.
Did
Sleeping
you
pills?
take any medication? Sleeping pills, for example?
No, I never use sleeping pills.
I inspected your cup. You can clearly see that there is a residue of something at the bottom. I'm sure a lab test would confirm you were drugged. Most likely an overdose. That would explain your battle to shake off the effects.
You think Fräulein Schmidt did it?
She certainly had the most opportunity, but why would she?
But no one knew who I was. It's impossible that someone deliberately targeted me.
Not quite sure. This is crazy, guys. Look what we have done in this episode. And we also had another map, so crazy what we have done. But we also have to do more. But Case is cooking, to be honest. Case is really cooking, and I'm not quite sure what to do. This watch thingy is really interesting. Then we have tasks for the missing alibis. Was she drugged? Was she not? Who is involved? Imagine Mr. Book could also be the one who is really important there, because Mr. Book might have been a main guy. Maybe he's working against me all this time. Who the heck knows? I guess we're gonna find out eventually soon. But choose two most likely suspects to have drugged Mrs. Locke. Well, could be. I'm not quite sure. She's the one, right? Maybe even Mrs. Dragomirov, though. Or Hubbard. Dragomirov?
But I'm never far from the truth.
Could it be her? I don't think she's... No, I don't know. I have no idea. She's not... Nilsson? No. Was it a male one, though? Could it be Mr. Hardman? No?
That is not a good answer.
Could it be... No, what the heck? Well, who's left? Mitchell? What?
Michel may have drugged the tea that Mademoiselle Locke drank.
What?
Fräulein Schmidt or Pierre Michel could have...
Pierre Michel?
They are really the only...
Not a chance that happened, guys. Not a chance.
Why would either one do it?
Mr. Poirot, I'm feeling much better. I'd like to bring you up to date to why I ended up on this train.
If you are able, I would very much like you to finish your story.
Very well then. After the Daisy Armstrong case was officially closed, I put out a standing request to the police departments in the Boston area for anything on Michael Clark. But he didn't turn up on their radar. I even set up an anonymous tip line for news about Clark. That's how I met Braid, a sketchy contact on the dark web, but they found nothing I could use.
Oh. Oh, damn. Crazy. I mean, Clark could potentially be Ratchet, but is he though? I don't know. I don't know. Crazy how this case is just cooking and cooking and cooking, and it's just never gonna stop cooking. Damn.
4 long years passed without anything new. Every day I looked at the evidence board I put up in my apartment bedroom. Then this morning, a police report landed on my desk that changed everything. I paid a visit to the police property room and took home a box full of clues. There was his name. Michael Clark.
Damn. Okay, guys. But let's do this in the next episode, probably tomorrow. Crazy. I love how they did this concept where she's drugged and she's like waking up every couple of like minutes or half an hour or hour, and basically in the meantime when she's asleep you're doing Poirot's case, which is the real case you had on a murder on the murder on the Orient Express. But in the meantime, when she wakes up, you're getting back to her story and her case. So that's how the case is not boring, you know. It would be maybe boring if they had entire John Locke case in just one like playthrough, and now you have like a playthrough of John Locke and then Poirot and then Poirot and then John and then Poirot and John. So it's just crazy how they mix those up too, which is really cool, and I really love it though, which is amazing. So that's just the concept of not being boring. So you have all like always switching the gameplays and everything, which is to me perfect. But hey, I'm not quite sure. She might be the main target. I think only clear person that I can vouch for that had nothing to do with killing Ratchet was basically her and me. I think we are the most cleanest people here on the train. Everybody else, including Book, I'm not sure why including, but I just sus to me, and it still doesn't make sense because he also is the owner of the Orient Express, of the Wagon Litz company, so it doesn't make sense for him to do anything with a murder because that'll just destroy his name of like Orient Express train, which is there for 50 plus years, just crazy. So, or maybe even 200 plus years, who knows? So that might destroy his reputation, but still, Robert, I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's murdered. Samuel Ratchet. He's also really sus and overprotective about her. Then we also have Carol Hubbard, which is also her. I don't know. She doesn't seem like it though. She's also really Natalia has so many reasons, and she's the only one left-handed, so that might be the main case here, though. To be honest, also he's really overprotective about his wife, and his wife also had a really crazy reason to murder him because she's connected to Armstrong family like hella, and then I don't know, Italian car businesses. I don't know. Pierre Michel seems really sus to me, though. He is a conductor. He's also working on the Orient Express for X amount of years. But at the end of the day, if the alibi for 12:15 a.m. About the watch that was there and the watch was basically correct, and for the time zones it wasn't 1 a.m. it was 12:15 a.m. that could be the main thing. The watch is the key here. If we can somehow manage that the watch was actually the one, then the Pierre Michel is just such a crazy candidate for a murder, and he's also a co-murderer, if you can call it like that, because he was the one sitting entire night watching everybody. And if it happens that the time was actually 12:15 and not 1 a.m., that's crazy, because everything he said comes to just, it's not valid anymore, and it could just be that he was the one who basically covered for the murder. Them three, I don't think they did I don't think they did anything to do. Like, they are clear as flip because they were drinking that night and playing cards. So yeah, just doing the job. I have no idea about him though. I'm quite sus about him. Hector, I don't know. He's sus. He knows a bunch of stuff. Also, he was like overprotective. Also, yeah. This guy said like, he deserves to die. He did murder. He's the murderer. You have to kill him. So he also could be really important in this case. And her, possibly. I don't know, guys. We will see in the next episode. Thank you so much for the support, love, and happiness, and for watching this episode. If you haven't enjoyed, please hit the like and sub button. We are at chapter 7, the plot. So I'm not sure how many chapters we have, but I think we are coming to an end though. I think there is still much more, because we're getting close. Who could have been the killer? And now we have the connection with the Armstrong family and everything. So that could be really specific. That is really specific a fact that we have in this case. But at the end of the day, we still have so much more to find about this case. But hey, thank you so much for the support, love, and happiness, and for watching this episode with me and supporting me on this crazy journey. Thank you so much for the subs, likes, and views. I appreciate you guys a lot, and I'm really happy to bring you this game up because it's the new game. It's crazy. I love it. It's really likable, so it's amazing. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I will see you in the next one probably tomorrow. Have a nice evening, morning, afternoon, and peace out. Bye.